Listen to me carefully and write this statement down, please. Very important. The Monday morning alarm is not just a clock, it is a prophet. That resistance you feel in your chest, that weight on your shoulders, that whisper, not again, is not always weakness. It may be your purpose, protesting a job. Your body is telling the truth. Your resume has been hiding. Your soul is filing a complaint against misalignment. And I came to announce with love and with fire, you are not crazy. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are misassigned. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Please write that down. Read it. Say it. Your job is what they hire. Your work is what heaven sent. Your job gives you a salary. Your work gives you satisfaction. Your job can retire you. Your work will refire you. Tell your neighbor, I was not born for a job. Now tell him like you believe it. I was born for work. Now lay your hand on your chest and declare, there is a work in me. Wow. Some of you just felt a shift. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. I'm going to say it until it reprograms your brain. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Employment is when you are used. Deployment is when your gift is released. Employment takes your time. Deployment reveals your treasure. Employment consumes your energy. Deployment multiplies your impact. Are you hearing me? Let God be true and trust no man. Keep your opinions of yourself to yourself and let the manufacturer speak. He did not send you here to make a living. He sent you to make a difference. And difference is not a department. It is a destiny. That alarm on Monday is a mercy. It is heaven tapping you, saying, excuse me, this is not it. You don't hate days, you hate dissonance. There are some of you who drag your feet into buildings that pay you well but starve you slowly. You wake up sick, you sit in traffic numb, you count hours like a prisoner counts bars, and you call it normal. That is not normal. That is abuse of design. When a fish feels exhausted on the sand, that is not a weak fish. That is a fish out of water. Purpose is your water. Write this down. Fatigue without fruit is the sound of misplaced self. I want to rescue your dignity tonight. They have named you by your job description. Cashier, manager, analyst, assistant, director. Titles are temporary. Assignment is eternal. You can be fired from your job. You can never be fired from your work. That's why you hate Monday mornings, because your soul knows it is clocking in to do what you were never created to carry alone. And you pray, Lord, give me strength, when heaven is answering, child, get in your element. Somebody shout element. Your element is not a fantasy. It is your original environment where your gift breathes, where your ideas reproduce, where time serves you instead of enslaving you. Please note this. I am not calling you to recklessness. I am calling you to realignment. We are going to walk together in this journey. In this message, you will learn to diagnose the difference between employment and deployment. I will show you the signs that your job is killing your purpose. And then I will give you a transition plan that does not require panic, drama, or poverty. God never calls you to abandon provision. He calls you to adjust position. He sustains what he ordains. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. That means purpose outlives paychecks and destiny outranks degrees. Purpose is more powerful than plans, more important than plans, precedes plans. Write it down. Some of you have been medicating purpose pain with weekend entertainment. Friday becomes your salvation and Monday your crucifixion. That is not how kings live. There is a king in this house, and I came to wake him up. You won the race to be here. You outran millions to occupy this one body. Say it out loud. I won. That does not sound like a person sentenced to survive on someone else's time card. That sounds like a ruler who lost his map. We're going to give you your map back. We will open the manufacturer's manual. We will read the warranty. We will discover the assignment stamped on your image. But first, you must admit the alarm is a friend. Tell your neighbor, this place is my temporary employment. Say it again, temporary. Why? Because deployment is coming. Make a public announcement to your own soul. I am on assignment. I will not rent my life to other people's expectations. I will not sell my hours to the lowest bidder. I will discover my work and I will do it. Somebody clap your hands for your future. Let me warn you with love. If you ignore the protest becomes a prison. Stress, dread, numbness, these are not just moods, they are messages. Your gift is suffocating under task it was never designed to carry. When purpose is underemployed, the person becomes unemployed in joy. But when you find your work, energy returns without caffeine, creativity returns without pressure, discipline returns without punishment. That is the difference between employment and deployment. One makes you ask, how long until I leave? The other makes you ask, how much more can I give? Write this down. Where you are deployed, you are developed. Where you are employed, you are used. So here is the expectation, very important. In the next moments, you're going to confront 5 questions your job cannot answer. You're going to meet your manufacturer again. You're going to see that your future is not ahead of you. It is trapped inside you. And you are going to receive definitions that will set you free. We will expose the symptoms of misalignment. We will reframe your failed strategies under purpose. Then we will craft a step-by-step faith and wisdom plan to shift from paycheck dependence to purpose deployment without panic. God will not embarrass his name by leaving you stranded. No product ever leaves a plant without testing, a manual, and a warranty. You came with all 3. Now, lift your head, stand up on the inside, wipe the sleep from your destiny. And when that alarm sounds again, don't curse it, interpret it. It is not an enemy, it is a summons. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. And before this series is done, you will know the difference, you will feel the difference, and you will live the difference. Do you understand? Good. Let's go to work. Please write these statements down, please, very important. I have reduced all of human life to 5 questions. These 5 questions are the source of every problem the human faces. These 5 control governments, marriages, crime, careers, even your Monday morning dread. You can get a paycheck and still be broke if these 5 are unanswered. Ready? Write them. Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? What can I do? Where am I going? Read them out loud with me. Again, one more time, until your spirit hears your own voice, because a salary cannot answer those questions. Only purpose can. Who am I? That is your identity. And your job will try to answer it with a badge. They give you a title and expect you to live small enough to fit on plastic. Assistant, senior, shift lead. That is not who you are. That is a temporary description of a duty, not the eternal revelation of a design. Please write this down. Role is not identity. Position is not personhood. What you do is not who you are. Tell your neighbor, you are bigger than your title. Let God be true and trust no man who tries to rename you by a cubicle. Where am I from? That is your origin. Not your street, not your zip code, not your last name they mispronounce at orientation. Origin answers authority. If I know the source, I know who has the right to define me. The employment system will say you are from HR, from Policy Manual 3.2 subsection B. So when the memo changes, you change. When the market shakes, you shake. That's why you feel like a leaf. But you are not a leaf, you are a tree planted. Write it down. If I don't know my source, I will accept any sentence. Some of you have been sentenced to a small life by supervisors who never met your manufacturer. You belong to the one who stamped his image on you last thing before you left the plant. He didn't put his logo on junk. Why am I here? That is your purpose. A job can tell you tasks. It cannot tell you meaning. It can assign you to a project. It cannot assign you to destiny. That is why you can succeed in key performance indicators and still go home empty. You met the quota but missed yourself. Burnout is not always too much work. Sometimes it is too little why. Write this down, please. Very important. Paychecks can fund your life while starving your meaning. You are tired not because you are weak, but because you are misused. You are like a racehorse pulling a lawnmower. Strong, but wrong environment. You drag. You count minutes. You call Friday freedom. That is the cry of purpose imprisoned. What can I do? That is your potential. Your job manages your tasks. Your work releases your capacity. There is more in you than they are paying for. They hired your hands and ignored your head. They bought your time and blinded your talent. Please hear me. No employer can afford your full value. That is why they give you just enough to keep you coming back. This is not an insult. It is a system. Systems are not evil. They are limited. Write this down. Employment is not designed to maximize you. It is designed to utilize you. But deployment is designed to multiply you. Wow. Some of you felt that. That's why you are restless at 2 a.m. Sketching ideas on napkins, hearing melodies no one taught you, solving problems in fields you were never trained in. That is your potential knocking, saying, let me out. Where am I going? That is your destiny. A job will give you a 5-year plan, a ladder with 12 rungs, a pension if you survive your boredom. But destiny is not a ladder. It is a lane you were born to run. Job paths end at retirement. Destiny ends at fulfillment. The apostle said, I have finished my course. I am now ready to be offered. Most people are not ready to die because they have not yet lived. They have finished seasons, but not their assignment. Write this down. To be ready to leave, you must be sure you arrived. A title can retire, a calling must be completed. These 5 questions, identity, origin, purpose, potential, destiny, are not electives. They are the curriculum of a meaningful life. And your company, bless their hearts, cannot teach this course. They turned you into a number, a seat, a KPI. You clock in with a code. The computer knows better than your name. Your desk is a slot. Your soul is a universe. And you wonder why you feel small. They reduced you to a payroll line and you accepted it as identity. That's why when you lose a job, you say, I lost myself. No, you did not lose you. You lost a role. You are still here. The product did not cease because a store stopped carrying it. Write this next line in capital letters. Confusion between role and identity is the root of your emptiness. If they applaud your role, you feel valuable. If they ignore your role, you feel invisible. That is slavery. Your value is not in their volume. Your worth is in your work, the thing you were born to do. You can be let go from payroll and still be fully employed by purpose. You can be benched by a boss and still be deployed by heaven. Let me show you how burnout is tied to unanswered questions. When you don't know who you are, you will perform to become. That performance breeds anxiety. When you don't know where you're from, you will need permission from people who didn't make you. That depletes courage. When you don't know why you are here, you work hard with no harvest of meaning. That breeds despair. When you don't know what you can do, you accept ceilings others install below your headroom. That breeds frustration. And when you don't know where you're going, every detour feels like death. That breeds paralysis. Are you hearing me? Your soul is not sick, your questions are. Heal the questions and the symptoms will go quiet. Now please write this definition. A job supplies income. Your work supplies answers. Income can rent you a house. Answers can build you a life. Income buys medicine. Answers bring health. Income fills the fridge. Answers fill the future. This is why you hate that alarm. It summons you to a place that refuses to answer you. You sit in a meeting and hear your name mispronounced by someone who never asked your assignment. You deliver outcomes that outrun your title, and they reward you with another task, not a revelation of who you are. Of course you are empty. You cannot drink purpose from a policy manual. So what do? We stop asking the product to explain itself without the manual. Please write this down, very important. Purpose is not discovered, it is revealed. And revelation requires a source greater than the seeker. If purpose is the answer, we must go back to the manufacturer for the manual. The last thing a manufacturer puts on a product is their image. The first thing they put in the box is the manual. The image says, this is mine. The manual says, this is why I made it and how it works. No product reads itself. No blender invents its function. No phone guesses its power. It consults the book. Your life cannot be guided by opinions and performance reviews. It must be guided by the one who finished you before he started you. Tell your neighbor, I'm going back to the manual. Announce it to your own soul. My badge will not name me. My cubicle will not cage me. My paycheck will not parrot me. I will answer my 5 questions from my manufacturer. Because until those answers are settled, you will be paid and still poor, promoted and still panicking, busy and still barren. But when they are settled, oh, get ready. Money will be a tool, not a master. Employment will be a station, not a prison. And deployment will be your normal life. Now breathe. Lift your head. We have asked the right questions. In a moment, we will open the manual and let the manufacturer speak. Please write this down, please. Very important. Purpose is not discovered, it is revealed. It is not an invention, it is a revelation. Are you hearing me? You do not stumble upon meaning like a coin on a sidewalk. Meaning is issued by the one who made you. No product defines itself. The maker defines the function. Tell your neighbor, let God be true and trust no man, including me, if I don't match the manual. Keep your thinking to yourself and let the manufacturer speak. Now, look at me. Picture a factory floor. Before any product leaves, it goes through design, testing, inspection. The last thing a manufacturer puts on a product is their image, their logo. Why last? Because only after it has passed the test do they risk their name on it. Then they put it in a box, and what is the first thing that greets you? A manual. The image says, this is mine. The manual says, this is why I made it and how it worked. Write this down. Image is ownership. Manual is instruction. That is why Genesis does not start with your opinion. It starts with, let us make man in our image. He stamped you with his logo. He did not put his image on junk. Say out loud, I am not a mistake. Louder, so your doubt hears you. I am not a mistake. Now say, I have a manual. Good. Because if you do not know the manual, you will abuse the image. The most dangerous person is the one holding a product they never read about. That is why you feel damaged by people. Somebody used you for an assignment you were never designed to fulfill. Abuse is abnormal use. When you live outside instruction, you malfunction publicly. And then the market, your co-workers, your family, your own mind blames the manufacturer. Write this down. My success protects the manufacturer's reputation. The success of everything God created protects God's name. He leads you in right paths for his name's sake. That means your alignment is not just about you. It is about his brand integrity. Culture keeps lying to you. Find yourself. Reinvent yourself. Be anything. Foolishness. A blender cannot reinvent itself as a ceiling fan just because it's bored. It will overheat, burn out, and set the kitchen on fire. We call that ambition. Heaven calls it abuse. The Creator is not asking you to find yourself. He is calling you to return to your original design. Repent does not mean cry. It means return to the top. Go back to the original mind. Please write this down. I do not create purpose. I conform to design. You do not have the right to edit the blueprint just because you are talented. Talent without template is torment. Stop asking Instagram for specifications. Go back to the book. Open any manual and read the first pages. Warning, use only as intended. Operating outside specifications voids warranty. Do you see it? The manual protects you from yourself. It tells you environment, voltage, operating temperature, cleaning instructions, authorized service centers. Your manufacturer gave you all of that in his manual. He told you environment, plant yourself like a tree by rivers of water. He told you power source, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. He told you maintenance, meditate day and night, renew your mind. He told you limits, weights, and sins that so easily beset you, not to restrict you, but to release you. Restrictions are protections. The airplane's wings are restricted to a precise shape so it can fly. Ignore the shape, you crash. Ignore your shape, you crash in slow motion on Mondays. Write this down, very important. Warranty is the manufacturer's promise to repair or replace at their own expense if you use the product according to the manual. Guarantee is their confidence that the product will perform as advertised for their own name's sake. That is why when you pray in alignment, provision meets you. That is why when you step into your gift, doors open you did not knock on. The manufacturer says, if you use it how I said, where I said, for what I said, and it fails, I will fix it. That is protection. So stop panicking. Provision is attached to purpose, like a warranty to a product. You have a lifetime guarantee as long as you refuse to live a lifestyle. He never wrote, announce, I will not void my warranty by abusing my gift. Let me make it personal. Your face has a serial number. Your identity is not mass produced. There are no spare yous in a back room. When the manufacturer invested his image in you, he tied his reputation to your performance. That is why you feel restless in the wrong role. A Ferrari idling in a school zone is not proud, it's suffocating. It was not designed to crawl. You are not arrogant, you are under speed. On the other side, some of you are redlining in a field you were never built to enter. Grinding gears, jealous of models you were not meant to copy. Write this down. Comparison is illegal use. Stop wearing other people's labels because you don't know your own. You are not Michael, Nike, Gucci, or your company's brand manual. You bear the image of God. Say it. I honor the image. I submit to the manual. Now, how do we practically open the manual? Number one, return to the manufacturer's presence. That is prayer, not as a ritual, but as an appointment with your designer. Pray these words. Show me what you showed me when you made me. Number two, read the manual daily, not as religion, as instruction. The manual decodes you. You will find verses that feel like mirrors, paragraphs that activate rooms in your soul you forgot you had. Number three, locate your specifications, gifts, passions, patterns that repeat. Manuals list features and functions. The product does not argue with the list. It delivers. Number four, obey the cautions. If the book says water damages the device, keep your gift out of certain atmospheres. There are friendships, jobs, even compensations that corrode your circuits. Number five, trust the warranty. Stop fearing loss. If you are operating an assignment and something breaks, the manufacturer will replace what men removed. He will fund what he framed. He sustains what he ordains. Somebody shout, manual. Good. Let me warn you with love. Ignoring the manual does not change the design. It only increases the damage. Pain is often your manual trying to be heard. The headache that visits you every Sunday night is not just tension. It is instruction saying wrong use. The dread you medicate with entertainment is your warranty light flashing on the dashboard. Bring it to the authorized service center presence. Wisdom, counsel, mentors who speak manual language, not opinion. Do not let unlicensed hands open your casing. Do not remove this sealed warranty void if broken. That is why boundaries are holy. You are sealed for purpose. Please write this next statement down. Purpose clarifies provision, position, and people. When you know the manual, you stop begging rooms to keep you. Rooms start begging you to enter. Why? Because design solves specific problems. Your gift is not general, it is surgical. Employment may pay you to do anything. Deployment releases you to do the thing. The manual will tell you the difference. You are not afloat in a parade of careers. You are a tool in the hand of a king. Many other plans in your heart, but the purpose of the Lord, that manual will prevail. Lift your right hand and declare, I am not a mistake. I have a manual. I honor the image. I submit to the design. I will not void my warranty. My success protects his reputation. Now clap your hands for the manufacturer. This is the moment you shift from guessing to guidance, from opinion to instruction, from wandering to warranty. And hear me, when you step into alignment, peace is the first product and provision follows. The box has been open all along. Tonight, read what has been telling you who you are since before you could read. The image on you, the manual within reach, the guarantee over your head. Your job may have rented your time, but your work is about to be revealed by the one who finished you before he started you. Please write this down. Please, very important. Your future is not ahead of you. Your future is trapped inside you. I make known the end from the beginning. That is what the manufacturer said. He finishes before he starts. He completes the picture, signs his name, and then starts the process. That means when you showed up, you were already done. The journey is not to create yourself. It is to expose what was installed. Tell your neighbor, the end is in me. Say it to yourself until your doubt gets tired. The end is in me. Let me explain it so you cannot forget it. Every seed carries a finished tree. When you look at an acorn, you do not see what it shall be. You are holding what it already is in a different stage. No farmer prays for trees to fall from the sky. They cultivate what is hidden in the seed. Write this down. Destiny is installed, not imported. You do not order it from a store. You release it from storage. And the manufacturer placed the warehouse in your chest. That is why you are restless. It is the sound of inventory unshipped. Now hear the diagnosis. Many of you feel stuck because you keep searching the horizon for what is buried within. You have been scanning calendars, chasing promotions, refreshing job boards, waiting on somebody to discover you when the thing you are waiting for is waiting on you. The horizon is not your source, it is your stage. The stage does not give you talent, it gives your talent exposure. You keep asking the audience to hand you a script. No, the script is in your spirit. Wow. Write this down. I am not trying to become. I am unveiling what I already am. Think of your life like a device leaving the plant. The operating system is burned in before the box is sealed. When you break the seal, you are not downloading identity, you are activating features. The manual tells you what is inside. That's why I told you, stop asking opinions to define you. Let God be true and trust no man who cannot read the specs. If you chase updates from people who never made you, you will corrupt the file. That corruption is called adult realism. Let me confront something with love. Adulthood, as culture defines it, often trains you to betray your assignment for security. They dress fear in a suit and call it wisdom. Be practical. Don't dream too big. Get a real job. They meant well, but they misnamed safety. Safety without assignment is a slow death. Write this down, please. Very important. The enemy of right is good. A good salary can be wrong when it suffocates the right calling. Golden handcuffs shine while they choke. Some of you are respectable and dying. Insured but not insured. Comfortable but not complete. Who you really are is what you thought of first before people edited you for approval. Before the rent was due and the guidance counselor circled stable majors. Before you were graded, you were gifted. Go back in your memory. What did you do naturally when no one paid you and time disappeared? Did you organize your cousins into a play and direct the whole neighborhood? Did you take toys apart and fix radios with a butter knife? Did you heal wounded birds and defend the kid getting mocked? Did you negotiate candy trades like a diplomat? Did you draw logos on every book cover? Did you stand on chairs and preach to teddy bears? Did you write stories, sing melodies, teach your siblings, solve puzzles, see patterns, ask why until adults got mad? Those were not childish games, they were adult clues. Write this down. Childhood is the window heaven left open to your end. The manufacturer gave you a preview before professors and paychecks tried to rename you. So why do you feel confused at 35, 45, even 65? Because you betrayed your preview for a paycheck and your spirit is calling you back. Hear me, this is not shame, this is summons. Your end has not expired. The seed does not get old, it waits. Purpose is patient, but it is not passive. It keeps tapping the glass every Monday morning saying, let me out. And you medicate it with entertainment, you buy yourself treats, you upgrade the car, new paint on an old prison. That's why stuff pleases you briefly and bores you quickly. Things cannot feed a destiny. Only deployment can. Please write these 3 statements down and read them until your walls hear you. Number 1, God finishes before he starts. My end is placed in my beginning. Number 2, destiny is installed, not improvised. I am not creating purpose. I am revealing design. Number 3, my future is not a date on a calendar. It is a deposit in my character, waiting for deployment. Announce, I carry my future. Say it again. I am pregnant with my assignment. That is why some environments make you nauseous pregnancy and wrong rooms do not mix. Now let me liberate your timeline. You do not need to wait for permission to be who you are. You do not need a bigger stage to start. You need a better alignment. Employment may hire your hands. Deployment releases your heart. Employment compensates you for time. Deployment commands your treasure to multiply. Employment fits you into their schedule. Deployment reveals why you were scheduled for this planet. Please write this down. Stop asking a job to give you a future. Ask your gift. Your gift is your future in seed form. Put it to work and the future starts to unfold like a map you already own. How do you cooperate with this end from the beginning principle? Simple, not easy. Number one, stop running ahead looking for yourself. Look within and read the manual we discussed. Plant the seed of your gift in the soil of service where you are. Rivers feed planted trees, not potted ones. Number two, repent for editing yourself down to fit someone's comfort. Say it out loud. I will not shrink to be safe. Number three, recover the clues. Resume your first loves in grown form. If you taught imaginary classes, start mentoring one person now. If you argued cases at the kitchen table, study the law of your lane and advocate with excellence now. If you engineered with Lego, fix a broken system at work now. Deployment begins where your feet are. Number four, protect your pregnancy. Limit voices that call your end too much. They weren't in the factory when he installed it. I can feel some of you thinking, but Doc, bills. I hear you. We are not talking about reckless quitting tonight. We will build a transition strategy without panic. But first, we must settle this foundation. You are not chasing a career. You are releasing a calling. Money is not your master. It is your messenger. It reports to purpose. And purpose lives inside you. Many are the plans in your heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Purpose organizes plans. It does not bow to them. Lift your right hand and declare with authority, the end is in me. I am not waiting to become. I am revealing what I am. I will stop chasing horizons and start cultivating the seeds. I reject adult betrayal. I embrace original design. My future is trapped inside me and I will deploy it. Now clap your hands for your own future. Because when you finally believe that the oak is in the acorn, you stop begging forests to accept you. You start becoming the forest you were planted to be. From this moment, interpret every Monday as a contraction. Something is trying to be born. Not from the world to you, from you to the world. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Alignment with what's already there is your next instruction. Please write this down, please. Very important. Employment is a contract. Deployment is an assignment. Say it again with me. So your fear hears you. Employment is a contract. Deployment is an assignment. Employment is what they pay you to do. Deployment is what you were born to do. Employment hires your hands. Deployment releases your gift. Employment consumes your time. Deployment fulfills your meaning. Let God be true and trust no man who tries to confuse those two in your life. Keep your thinking to yourself if it argues with the manual. Now here are the non-negotiables. Write them down, underline them, circle them. You can be fired from your job. You can never be fired from your work. Tell your neighbor, that's illegal. No one can fire me from my work. Your work is embedded in your design. It's in your serial number. You can resign from a position. You cannot resign from assignment without resigning from yourself. A job is seasonal. Work is eternal. A job retires. Work finishes. That's why the apostle didn't say, I have retired. He said, I have finished my course. Work aims for completion, not a pension. Why do jobs expire? Please write this down. Jobs are tied to markets, managers, and moments. Work is tied to gifting, design, and dominion. Markets shift, industries disrupt, policies change, bosses relocate, mergers happen, algorithms update, and someone in a boardroom who never met your destiny decides to eliminate your role. That is why your peace must not be attached to a payroll line. Work does not expire because the demand for your gift is not set by a market. It is set by a mandate. Fish do not ask the economy for permission to swim. They were designed for water. You were designed for a domain. When you stand in that domain, you will not beg relevance. Relevance will look for you. Please write this, very important. Employment is a system God may use to provide. Deployment is the system God designed to multiply. The hidden trap is to confuse provision with purpose. God can send ravens to feed a prophet, but the raven is not the calling. He fed Elijah by a brook for a season. When the brook dried up, Elijah's assignment moved him to Zarephath. Some of you are building a shrine to a brook. You are worshiping the raven. You dress it up, post it online, frame the badge, polish the nameplate, and heaven is whispering. That was provision, not purpose. Thank it, then move. Write this down. Provision is transportation. Purpose is destination. Do not marry the taxi that brought you to your street. Let me define it again until your nervous system obeys it. Employment, a legal agreement where you exchange hours for a salary to perform tasks defined by others. Deployment, a divine commissioning where you exchange your gift for impact to perform assignment defined by design. Employment promises benefits. Deployment produces fruit. Employment is evaluated by reviews. Deployment is evidenced by results. Life change, problems solved, systems healed, environments lifted. Employment looks at attendance. Deployment looks at assignment. You can show up to a job and still not arrive at your work. Please write these 4 contrasts down. Number 1, authority. In employment, a boss determines your tasks. In deployment, your design determines your tasks. Number 2, stability. Employment stability is outside in. Market, policy, budgets. Deployment stability is inside out, gift, calling, excellence. Number 3, currency. Employment pays in money alone. Deployment pays in meaning, and money follows meaning. Number 4, duration. Employment is for a season. Deployment is for a lifetime, expressed in different forms as you mature. Are you hearing me? Someone says, but Doc, my job is good. I am glad for you. The enemy of right is good. A good job can still be wrong if it suffocates the right work. Do not let comfort assassinate calling. Please write this down. It is possible to be well paid and poorly deployed. That's why you have the ache. That's why you count ceiling tiles in meetings. That's why Sunday night is a funeral and Friday is resuscitation. Your spirit is not lazy. It is misassigned. Let me liberate your language. Stop saying I work at when you are talking about your employer. Say I am currently employed at, and I work as. When you speak of your gift, disentangle your tongue from the trap. Announce with me right now. Open your mouth. This place is my temporary employment. Say it again like you mean it. Now put your hand on your chest and say, my work belongs to God. Louder. My work belongs to God. Good. You just broke a spell. Jobs are temporary assignments from men. Work is a permanent assignment from the manufacturer. Please write this law. Purpose organizes provision. When you step into deployment, money starts reporting to your mission. Employment is supposed to be a sponsor while you align, not a jailer while you atrophy. God can hide you in a job to train your character, introduce you to a domain, reveal a problem you were born to solve, fund your preparation, connect you to people. But if you mistake the classroom for your career, you will graduate into regret. The place you are in may be your Egypt provision and skill building, but your promised land is the territory your gift was designed to cultivate. Let me give you a test. Write these down quickly. 3 questions to separate job from work. 1, if they stop paying you, would you still do it? If yes, that is closer to work. If no, that is employment. 2, does doing it make time disappear and energy increase? If yes, that is work. If you watch the clock like a hostage, that is employment. 3, does it multiply life in others beyond the task? Testimony, transformation, transferable skills. That is work. Tasks that end when the shift ends, that's employment. Do you understand? Your body knows the difference. Peace and passion are indicators of deployment. Jobs end because seasons change. Work endures because purpose doesn't get old. Abraham was productive in old age, not because he had a job, but because he had an assignment. Moses was 80 when he deployed. Caleb said, give me my mountain at 85. They were not applying for positions. They were fulfilling purpose. Your birth certificate is not your expiration date on destiny. Write this down. You don't retire from work. You reformat it. The container may change, teacher to mentor, player to coach, builder to designer, but the core assignment remains. Here's another definition to tattoo on your mind. Employment is you fitting into someone else's vision. Deployment is your gift fitting the Father's vision for you. One is horizontal compliance. The other is vertical obedience. One seeks approval, the other carries authority. One fears layoffs, the other fears disobedience. When you are deployed, criticism cannot fire you and applause cannot hire you. You are too occupied with obedience to be manipulated by opinions. Some of you feel guilty even hearing this because you think, if I leave this job, how will I eat? Let me pastor your fear. The same God who planted your gift, planted your provision in that gift. Birds don't sow or reap like you, but their design supplies their diet. Your gift is your supply chain. Write this down. When I deploy my gift, I employ my future. You are not irresponsible to pursue alignment. You are irresponsible to ignore design. Provision is a byproduct of purpose, not the boss of it. Now we practice. Announce, this company is my temporary employment. Say it until the cubicle shrinks to its proper size. This company is my temporary employment. Now say, my work serves God and serves people. Again, my work serves God and serves people. Last one, I cannot be fired from my work. Wow, feel that lift. That is the weight of idolatry falling off your shoulders. You have been worshiping a time clock. Today you return to worship through work. Practical safeguard while you transition. Write this down, please. Very important. Honor employment while preparing deployment. Show up excellent where you are because excellence is rehearsal for purpose. Use the paycheck to fund the tools of your assignment, courses, equipment, margin, mentors. Stop scrolling, compare, start stocking capacity. Serve beyond description where it aligns with your gift. Say no to abuses that void your warranty. You are not being rebellious, you are protecting design. Finally, let me seal the freedom with definitions one more time. Employment is a temporary contract for compensation. Deployment is an ongoing assignment for contribution. Employment can end with a memo. Deployment ends with the sentence, I have finished. Employment is location bound. Deployment is gift bound. Employment asks, what do they want from me? Deployment asks, what did God put in me for them? Please write this last line and never forget it. Employment pays you to survive. Deployment positions you to serve. And in serving, you will thrive. Lift both your hands. Declare with me, I separate my job from my work. I honor my employment, but I obey my deployment. My gift is my lane. My assignment is my north. My provision follows my purpose. I will not confuse the raven with the reason. I can be fired from my job, but I can never be fired from my work. Now clap your hands like you just signed your freedom papers, because you did. And from this night, you will not wake up to an alarm. Your purpose will wake you up and you will deploy. Now that your language is free, let us check your vitals. Please write this down, please, very important. Misalignment has symptoms. Doctors don't treat feelings, they read signs. Purpose is the same. Your soul has been sending you data. Pain is not always punishment. Sometimes pain is purpose, protesting a job. We will not medicate what needs to be measured. Let God be true and trust no man, including your own excuses, if they disagree with the manufacturer's manual. Keep your thinking to yourself if it argues with design. Are you ready for diagnosis? Sign number one, you live for weekends. Your joy is on a schedule because your purpose is suppressed. If Friday is your savior and Monday is your enemy, you are probably employed but not deployed. You built a countdown culture. 2 more days, 1 more hour, almost free, as if life is prison with parole on Friday at 5. Write this down. When meaning is missing, pleasure becomes your medication. You are not lazy. You are starving for assignment. Joy is not supposed to be part-time work. The real work you were born for is designed to be a source of joy every day, not a visitor on Saturday. Tell your neighbor, my joy is not part-time. Say it again until your clock hears you. Sign number 2, Sunday night anxiety and Monday dread. Your spirit is resisting what your paycheck is demanding. Your body keeps telling the truth, your mouth won't. Headaches on cue. Stomach tightens at the same hour. You call it Sunday scaries. Heaven calls it purpose alarms. Please write this down. Dread is a diagnostic, not a destiny. You are not lazy. You are misplaced. If I plant an orange tree in the desert and it begins to shrivel, I don't accuse the tree of rebellion. I move the tree to the right soil. Some of you need relocation of assignment, not condemnation of character. Say out loud right now, I am not lazy. I am misplaced and I will move. Sign number 3, chronic stress and identity erosion. When you stop creating, you start coping. Long-term misalignment turns creators into survivors. You used to innovate, now you imitate. You used to bring ideas, now you bring ibuprofen. You used to write, build, lead, sing, solve. Now you scroll, snack, binge, and numb. Coping replaces creating when purpose is suffocated. Write this down, please. Very important. Stress is the friction of function without design. If a fish tries to run on a highway, speed is not its problem, environment is. The more you deny your gift, the more you leak yourself. That's why you look in the mirror and ask, who am I? Misalignment steals names. Purpose returns them. Sign number 4, you feel replaceable because employment treats you as a function, not a gift. If you can be swapped out like a part on an assembly line without the atmosphere changing, you are probably parked in the wrong garage. In employment, you are a role. In deployment, you are a resource. Please write this down. Functions are duplicated, gifts are distinguished. The manufacturer never mass produces destiny. He gives you a serial number, unique combination of passion, gift, temperament, pain redeemed. If your presence doesn't shift possibilities, either the room doesn't need your design or you are hiding it. Some of you are wearing the badge and burying the gift. You introduce yourself with a title but can't explain your assignment. That's why you feel like a number. They even gave you one. You are not a payroll code. You are a solution with skin. Sign number 5, your gifts are unused. Your best abilities are irrelevant to your job description. Your boss says, great idea, not in scope. Heaven says, that's your scope. You are an arranger, forced to sit in a silo. You are a storyteller trapped in spreadsheets. You are a problem solver locked in policy. You are a healer in a company that only rewards hustle. Please write this down. Unused gifts become heavy. A seed in a jar doesn't rot because it's bad. It rots because it's not planted. Stop accusing your seed. Change the soil. If your workplace never requires your uniqueness, it is training you to betray it. And betrayal of design is slow suicide. That's why your language has softened to just okay, fine, whatever. You are negotiating with your own greatness. Repent of that today. Your design is not an optional add-on. It is the engine. Sign number 6. You envy people doing what they love. Envy is often a signal of buried calling, not merely jealousy. When you watch others in flow and something in you aches, don't only repent for envy, interpret it. Write this down. What you admire intensely may be a mirror of your mandate. Envy misdirects admiration outward because you've sentenced your own gift to silence. Redirect it. Turn envy into evidence. Don't say, must be nice. Say, that's a preview of my alignment. Instead of scrolling in bitterness, study with curiosity. What do they do that makes your baby leap? Remember Mary and Elizabeth, their proximity made purpose kick. Get around deployed people until your own assignment starts punching from the inside, saying, let me out. Tell your neighbor, my envy is becoming energy. Sign number 7, you keep saying, this job is killing me, and you don't realize your mouth is confessing misalignment. Life and death are in your tongue. You've been prophesying burnout and calling it humor. Words build worlds. Please write this down, please, very important. Your mouth is a steering wheel. If you keep announcing death, you will drive there. Change your confession today. Say, this job feeds me for a season, but my work fulfills me for a lifetime. I am transitioning from mere employment to full deployment. If you must speak about the pain, diagnose without decreeing doom. Say, this place does not require my full design, so I am preparing my exit with excellence. You are a king's product. Stop cursing the factory because you confused it for the showroom. Wow. Let me summarize the reading. If you live for weekends, dread Mondays, carry chronic stress that eats your name, feel interchangeable, bury your uniqueness, ache with envy at aligned people, and confess death over your desk, please hear me as a pastor and a coach. You are underemployed in purpose. That is not an insult. It is a mercy. Diagnosis is love. Purpose is tapping your shoulder, saying, excuse me, you sat in the waiting room too long. The doctor's ready to see you. Do you understand? This is not a call to reckless quitting. This is a call to honest clarity. We will build a wise transition. But first we must admit the shoe doesn't fit and is crushing your toes. Take a breath. Put your hand on your chest. Announce with me, I am not lazy. I am misplaced. My dread is data, not destiny. My stress is a signal, not my story. I will not live replaceable. My gifts will not rust. My admiration will become activation. My mouth will not murder my assignment. Again, louder. Good. Now look at me. You are not a mistake. You are not late. You are not crazy. You are designed. The manufacturer does not release broken products. He releases tested ones. If you are feeling pressure, it might be the test proving the warranty. No product leaves a manufacturing plant until it is tested. They do all of that for themselves, for their name's sake. The success of everything God created protects God's reputation. He has too much at stake to abandon your transition. Write this last line and tape it where you can see it every day. Misalignment makes me sick. Deployment makes me alive. When the Monday morning alarm screams, don't just hit snooze. Hear it as a purpose alarm. Ask, what is this pain preaching? Then answer it with preparation. The next step is to stop making plans without purpose. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Purpose will heal your calendar, your language, your energy, and your identity. Clap your hands if you believe your symptoms are about to turn into strategies. This is your diagnosis, not your death sentence. The patient will live and not die to declare the works of the Lord. And we will move you from coping to creating, from counting days to counting fruit, from being paid to being deployed. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Your healing begins with alignment. Open your manual. Please write this down, very important, and read it with me like a congregation reading a prescription. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Proverbs 19, 21. Say it again so your planner hears it. Many are the plans, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Now, out of one verse, I will extract 3 laws. Write them word for word. Number 1, purpose is more powerful than plans. Number 2, purpose is more important than plans. Number 3, purpose precedes plans. Let God be true and trust no man who argues with these 3, including the fearful voice in your own head. Keep your thinking to yourself if it fights the manual. Why am I laboring this? Because many of you are not lazy. You are strategic failures, meaning your strategy keeps failing because it was crafted outside your assignment. You color-coded a ladder and leaned it against the wrong wall. You executed brilliantly the thing you were never supposed to be doing. You have a Gantt chart for disobedience. Please write this down. Excellence cannot compensate for error in purpose. You can plan perfectly and still fail if you plan outside your purpose. Scream that back to me. You can plan perfectly and still fail if you planned outside your purpose. Wow. That's why you are exhausted and insulted by your own results, because hustle without alignment is harassment. Let me teach you in an image. A manufacturer never starts with marketing. He starts with purpose. The last thing he places on the product is his image. But before that, he writes the manual, the mind of the maker on paper. He tests the product in the environment it was designed for. He never releases a blender to be used as a hammer. He never authorizes a phone to be a doorstop. The manual says use only as intended. Please write it down. Purpose determines function. Function dictates design. Design dictates strategy. You are reversing the order. You are using strategy to guess design. You are using design to guess function, and then you are hoping purpose will show up to bless it. That is why you are tired. Purpose must sit in the driver's seat, and plans must buckle their seatbelt in the back. Consider your life like GPS. Plans are routes. Purpose is the destination. If you put the wrong destination into GPS, it will faithfully and efficiently take you to the wrong place. It will cheerfully say, arrive while your soul is screaming. This is not it. Please write this down. Speed is not progress, and movement is not advancement. The treadmill will give you sweat and 0 miles. Many of you are running impressive treadmills, meetings, memos, metrics, and remaining geographically in the same internal place. That's why you think more planning is the cure. No, more planning only multiplies your misdirection when purpose is unclear. Let me confront the idol. We all love the idol called good. The enemy of right is good. A good job can be wrong for your assignment. A good salary can be poisoned if it sedates your gift. A good title can be a golden cage if it replaces your name with a number. Please write this down. Right is righteous aligned with assignment. Good can be agreeable aligned with comfort. God did not promise to bless our comfort. He promised to fulfill his purpose. It is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Not my spreadsheet, not my brand, not public opinion. Purpose wins, and anything built against it will eventually bend or break. Look at the hardest workers in the room. I see you. Up early, last to leave, inbox at 0, and yet you feel stuck, suspicious of your own life. Why? Because you build a tower of plans on the sand of someone else's vision. You are a poet trapped in project management. You are a strategist buried in customer service. You are a counselor wearing a CFO badge. You are a builder counting widgets. Hear me. There is nothing wrong with these roles in themselves. The question is alignment with design. Please write this. Right thing, wrong person is abuse. Right person, wrong thing is also abuse. Misuse is abuse. Misuse, using something outside its assignment. When you misuse your life, your stress is evidence, not weakness. Let's go back to the verse and mine it clean. Many are the plans in a man's heart. That means plans are human. They originate from desire, culture, pressure, deadlines, market trends. Plans are abundant. Purpose is singular. Plans are optional. Purpose is inevitable. Now the second half. But the Lord's purpose will prevail. That means purpose is sovereign. It is not a suggestion. It is the original intent of the manufacturer. It outruns, outlives, and outmaneuvers your plans. Please write these 3 statements and put them above your calendar. Purpose defines priority. Purpose directs planning. Purpose disciplines pleasure. If you have not consulted purpose, do not expect plans to behave. Some of you say, but Doc, I prayed, I fasted, I mapped, I executed. Why didn't it work? Because you fasted over your plan, but never inquired of your purpose. Fasting cannot sanctify disobedience. Prayer cannot perfume the smell of misalignment. God is too merciful to make you successful at the wrong thing, because your success protects his reputation. He will break your plans to bless your purpose. He will frustrate you out of comfort because he loves his image on you more than your applause from them. Please write this down. Divine frustration is often a shepherd leading you away from a wrong valley. Now let me give you a quick audit. Write these 3 checkpoints. 1, direction before details. Don't pick tools before you know the task. 2, assignment before arrangement. Don't decorate a room you haven't confirmed is yours. 3, meaning before metrics. Don't count what doesn't count toward your call. This is why your strategy keeps failing. You are counting the wrong thing. You celebrate attendance in a place where God is asking for assignment. You track clicks when heaven is measuring transformation. You optimize a funnel while ignoring your function. I am not against planning. I am against planning without purpose. Planning is holy when it serves destiny. Plans are the scaffolding. Purpose is the building. Scaffolding comes down after the structure stands. That means some of your beloved routines must be temporary, not sacred. Please write this. Purpose makes you flexible about methods and stubborn about mission. When purpose is clear, failure becomes feedback, not identity. You iterate, you refine. You pivot because the end was installed in your beginning. God finishes before he starts. He put the future in you, then backed you up to begin. Your job is not to invent the end. Your job is to obey it into visibility. So what do we do from here? We repent for worshiping plans. We return to the manual. We submit our calendar to our calling. We ask, what did you design me to do? Not, what do they want me to do? And then we build again, this time with the order right. Purpose first, plans second. Some of you will discover that your current employment can still sponsor your deployment when you rearrange your week around assignment. Others will discern that the season has expired and a transition is required. Do not panic. Please write this down, very important. Transition is not reckless quitting. It is intentional alignment while God sustains provision. We will not leap into presumption. We will step into precision. Lift your head. You are not behind. You are being recalibrated. Tell your neighbor, my purpose outruns my plans. Say it again like you mean it. Good. Now declare with me, I will not let a good plan replace the right purpose. My strategy will bow to my assignment. My budget will serve my calling. My calendar will obey my design. That confession is not height. It is a steering wheel. From this moment, we move from being plan-driven to purpose-led. And because we are now anchored in the next movement, we will construct a wise step-by-step process to shift from paycheck to purpose without panic, honoring employment, preparing deployment, and letting purpose organize provision. Many are the plans, but purpose will prevail, and now so will you. Now we move from diagnosis to design, from conviction to construction. Please write this down, very important. Deployment is not reckless quitting. It is intentional alignment while God sustains provision. We are not going to leap into presumption. We are going to step into precision. Many are the plans, but purpose will prevail. And now purpose will organize your provision. Step 1, separate provision from assignment. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Your job is provision. Your work is vision. You can be fired from your job. You can never be fired from your work. So we will stop confusing our sponsor with our assignment. Reclassify your current situation. Announce right where you are. Say it under your breath, if you must. This place is my temporary employment. My work is my permanent assignment. That shift is not semantics. It is sanity. It releases you from resentment and restores honor. Honor the place that feeds you while you prepare the place that fulfills you. Excellence at your job is not hypocrisy. It is integrity. Joseph served with excellence in Potiphar's house while his dream matured. Daniel excelled in a foreign system while his identity stayed intact. Please write this down. Employment can sponsor deployment when you stop worshiping the sponsor. Don't look for employment, look for deployment, and let employment fund the runway. Step 2, identify your dominant gift. Your gift is not what you like, it is what you do naturally that solves problems for others. Write these 4 questions and answer them this week. 1, what do people consistently thank me for without me trying? 2, what problems make me righteously angry when they remain unsolved? 3, what can I do for hours that makes time disappear and strength increase while others feel drained? 4, what did I do as a child before money, grades, and approval trained me to behave? Please write this down. Your dominant gift is the intersection of grace, joy, and impact. If you need a hint, listen to your critics and your compliments. Both often point to the same strength. People either resent or respect what is undeniable. Stop ignoring what keeps rising to the surface. That is the river you must dig. Step 3, start your work while employed. Purpose begins as a seed after hours. Seeds don't grow on corporate time. They grow in your stewardship time. I want you to tithe your time to your assignment. If you give God 1/10 of your income, now give him 1/10 of your week to your work. Wake up 1 hour earlier or redeem 1 hour after the children sleep. Turn off entertainment and turn on equipping. 1 hour a day is 7 hours a week. That is a university over a year. Write this down, please. Very important. Consistency compounds calling. Start small. 1 client after hours. 1 chapter of the book per week. 1 lesson outline. 1 prototype. 1 presentation. The first fruit of your work is not applause. It is proof. Do not despise small beginnings. They are beginnings, not endings. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never plant. Plant in the evening while you still sow in the morning. That's called faith with wisdom. Step 4, build competence and credibility. Excellence is the culture of kings. Your gift is raw material. Competence is craftsmanship. The manufacturer never releases a product untested. No product ever leaves a manufacturing plant until it is tested. They do that for their namesake. Please write this down. Excellence is proof of stewardship, not just ambition. So get trained, enroll in a course, find a mentor, read 3 books that make amateurs nervous. Practice until your practice stops looking like practice. Create a portfolio of outcomes, not opinions. Collect testimonies, not just titles. Show fruit lives helped, problems solved, systems improved. Arrive early, deliver more than promised. Meet deadlines before they die. Return messages. Keep your word. Integrity is your warranty. Excellence is your marketing. And when you fail, because you will use it as lab data, not identity. The test improves the product. It does not condemn it. Step 5, find needs your gift answers. Deployment is service. Purpose is always for others. The gift is in you for the people around you. A man's gift makes room for him. It does not make excuses. It makes room. Please write this down. Look for pain. Your assignment is hiding under someone's pressure. Walk your community. Listen in meetings. Read complaint sections. Sit with the broken. Ask this question. Who is underserved that my design can serve? If you are a teacher, find the students no one can reach. If you are a builder, find the neighborhoods crumbling. If you are a counselor, find the leaders bleeding in silence. Start with free pilots if you must to prove impact. Proof before price. But don't stay free out of fear. Value what God put in you. Structure simple offers that solve real problems, not vanity projects that earn claps with no change. Purpose measures lives lifted, not likes counted. Step 6, create a transition timeline. Fear thrives in vagueness. Faith loves a plan. Replace fear with a plan that obeys purpose. Write this down and do it this month. Put a date on your calendar for when you will be fully deployed, not a fantasy, a fate date. Now reverse engineer milestones. I recommend at least these 7. 1, a savings runway to reduce panic, your choice of months, but prepare provision to silence fear. 2, consistent demand document, 3 to 6 months of steady clients. Students, listeners, patients, or patrons. 3, revenue replacement targets define what percentage of your baseline expenses your work must cover for 3 consecutive months before you exit. 4, infrastructure, legal structure, bank account, simple systems for delivery, invoicing, scheduling. 5, endorsements, mentors, and deployed friends who examine your plan and say, this is sound. In the multitude of counsel, there is safety. 6, notice and honor, give your employer proper notice. Finish projects. Train your replacement if possible. Leave a blessing behind. You are a kingdom ambassador, not a fugitive. 7, rhythm establish weekly disciplines that will remain after you leave, because freedom without rhythm is chaos. Please write this down. Transition is a calendar of obedience. Fear hates dates because dates turn dreams into duties. Now, while you are building this timeline, keep your confession clean. Your mouth is a steering wheel. Stop cursing your sponsor while preparing your assignment. Every morning, lay your hand on your chest and declare, I am employed for a season, but I am deployed for a lifetime. My job feeds me. My work fulfills me. I am transitioning with wisdom and worship. And write this down, all caps on your paper. I will not die with my gift still in me. Say it again. Louder until your bones hear you. That declaration is not hype. It is a vow to heaven that you will empty yourself on schedule. Let me pastor your fear for a moment. You say, what if the money dries up while I'm aligning? Listen to me and let God be true and trust no man, including your panic. The manufacturer is obligated to maintain what he made for the purpose he intended. Warranty is not for abuse. It is for proper use. When you move toward proper use, you activate manufacturer responsibility. He fed Elijah with ravens, multiplied a widow's oil into a business, and rained bread in a desert to keep a nation moving with assignment. Provision follows purpose, like a shadow follows substance. Do not test God with presumption. Do trust God with precision. When you steward the steps I gave you, you make room for miracles you can't schedule. Some practical rhythms as you walk this out. Time block your week, job hours, family hours, assignment hours. Guard the assignment block like a surgical appointment. Reduce expenses to increase runway. Simplicity is a weapon. Replace 2 hours of consumption with creation. Build what you keep scrolling for. Keep a deployment journal. Track ideas, contacts, results, and lessons. Meet monthly with one deployed person who will ask you, what did you build this month? Accountability turns desire into delivery. And every 90 days, revisit your timeline and adjust with humility. The goal is alignment, not ego. Look at me. You are not crazy. You are not irresponsible for desiring your work. You are irresponsible if you bury it. You don't need everybody's permission. You need heaven's assignment and a plan. Tell your neighbor, employment will sponsor my deployment. Say it again until fear lets go. Good. Now lift your head and receive this. You came with your end in your beginning. The future is trapped within you, waiting for release. This transition will not be a panic. It will be a procession. You will march out, not run out. You will bless the house you leave and build the house you enter. And when you arrive, you will discover what I have been shouting all along. Money follows meaning when meaning serves people. Don't look for employment. Look for deployment. Start now. Align now. Build now. And live so fully deployed that when you die empty, gift poured out, assignment complete, purpose prevailed. To move forward, sometimes you must go back. Please write this down, very important. The child you were is the prophet of the adult you are scared to become. Jesus said, except you become like a little child, because children live close to design. Before grades trained you, before bills tamed you, before opinions dressed you, you were pure, unmedicated purpose. The Monday morning misery we expose is often the adult you created arguing with the child God designed. Let God be true and trust no man, not even the grown-up, you who learn to survive by forgetting. I want to take you to your first laboratory. Close your eyes for a second in your soul and walk into that small room where there was paper, dirt, toys, sticks, pots and pans, cardboard, chalk. What did you do when no one paid you, no one graded you, and no one applauded you? Please write these words across the top of your page. Inventory of innocence. Now make columns. Column 1, loved. Column 2, built. Column 3, fixed. Column 4, led. Column 5, taught. Column 6, organized. Column 7, imagine. Don't think too hard. Let memory talk. What did you love to do until time disappeared? What did you build with scraps, forts, storylines, costumes, clubs? What did you keep fixing broken toys? Arguments between friends, tangled necklaces. Who did you naturally lead cousins in games, classmates in group projects, siblings in chores? What did you teach lined up teddy bears while you lectured, explained cartoons to adults, showed others the shortcut? What did you organize your desk by color, the pantry by size, the neighborhood tournament schedule? What did you imagine? Worlds, songs, buildings, outfits, dance routines, comics, inventions. Write it all. This is not cute. This is clinical. Childhood is the x-ray of design before fracture. Please write this down. Children reveal raw purpose before the world edits them. A child does not ask permission to be. He or she simply manifests design. That's why the manufacturer started you with the end installed. I make known from ancient times what is yet to come. Your tiny hands were already reaching for your tomorrow. Your future is not ahead of you. It was trapped in you. And those early passions were the leaks of that future evidence peeking out. Now let me confront the thief. The approval trap, education, family expectations, and culture recruited you away from your original design. Guidance counselors ask, what gets you a safe salary? Not what were you born to solve? Parents, good people, fearful, sometimes said, be practical, which often meant protect our comfort, not your calling. Churches sometimes rewarded conformity over calling. Culture sold you brands to wear because it could not bear your name rising. Write this down and underline it. When you trade your wonderful wages, you sell your birthright for soup. You went from explorer to employee, from inventor to interviewer, from composer to consumer. That's why you scroll for hours, because the child in you is starving for a taste of your own work while you eat everyone else's. Let God be true and trust no man who says that's not realistic. Realistic to whom? The manual or the market? Manufacturers don't ask competitors for permission to release an innovation. They send it into the world because its purpose demands appearance. In the same way, the world is waiting for the product called you to arrive on assignment, not on approval. Please write this. Applause is a narcotic. Assignment is nutrition. Stop living on claps. Live on call. We are going to reconnect right now. Very important. Under that inventory, list 3 childhood passions that refuse to die. Circle them. Now for each, I want you to answer 3 questions and write them down. 1, what pain today does this passion address? 2, who is the people group most helped if I deploy this passion? 3, what is one prototype I can build in 7 days to serve them? Let me give you examples to jumpstart your mind. If you always drew maps and diagrams, the pain you solve is confusion. The people might be small businesses drowning in complexity. The prototype, a 1-page process map for a local shop that reduces wasted time by 20%. If you lined up teddy bears and preached or taught, the pain you solve is ignorance and hopelessness. The people might be teenagers growing up without mentors. The prototype, a free Saturday workshop with a simple curriculum you build this week. If you dismantled radios and reassembled them, the pain you address is broken systems. The people might be nonprofits with clunky operations. The prototype, offer to streamline one workflow and document the results. If you negotiated trades in the schoolyard, the pain you address is mistrust and misalignment. The people might be teams in conflict. The prototype, a mediation session with a simple win-win framework. If you organize closets by color and size, the pain is chaos. The people might be overwhelmed parents or tiny startups. The prototype, a home or office reset with before and after metrics. Do you see it? The child is not childish. The child is a clue. Please write this down. Passion points to problem. Problem points to people. People point to product. Product points to place. When you identify the pain your childhood passion solves, you find your people. When you find your people, you create a product, a service, a system, a solution. And when you create a product, it will find its place in the market or the ministry. Stop trying to sell yourself first. Serve yourself into sight. A man's gift makes room for him. It makes room, not noise. Some of you feel shame because you betrayed your child. Look at me. There is no condemnation in the manufacturer's warranty. There is only restoration. He knew the system would try to rename you, so he hid your future in your beginning. That's why even now, when you touch that old passion, electricity runs through you. That's your end calling your present. Please write this down. Your child is your consultant. Schedule a meeting this week. Ask, what did we love? What did we lose? What must we recover? Then obey what you hear. Tell your neighbor, I am going back to pick up what I dropped. Say it again, louder. I am recovering my child. Good. Now hear my pastoral caution and my prophetic push. Caution, do not romanticize the past. Translate it. You are not going back to crayons. You are bringing the creativity that crayons reveal into the pain of 2026. Push, do not delay. Memories fade when they are not written. Tonight, not next month, write your 3 passions, the pain they solve, the people they serve, and 1 7-day prototype. Your journal is your runway. Your action is your amen. Let me make it even plainer. Write these 4 lines and leave space after each. 1, as a child, I always. 2, the problem that breaks my heart now is. 3, the people I can't stop thinking about are. 4, the prototype I will build this week is. When you finish those 4, sign your name under them like a contract. Purpose becomes practical when it is written. We are not playing church. We are building lives. And now, because the enemy cannot stop your gift, he will try to dress it in somebody else's clothes. He will offer you borrowed images, rented identities, and costumes that wind claps while your soul cries. We will not let that happen. Protect the child you just recovered. In the next movement, I am going to confront the thief of borrowed identity and strip off what culture stitched on you. For now, put your hand on your chest and declare, I will not let the world rename me. My earliest passions point to my purest assignment. I am returning to design. Clap your hands for your own recovery. You didn't get weaker, you got clearer. Don't look for employment, look for deployment, and let the child lead you there. We are about to do surgery on your closet, your bio, and your soul. Please write this down, very important. Borrowed identity is a purpose thief. Say it again and write it in capital letters. When you borrow identity, you will rent your life to other people's expectations. That is why many of you are exhausted. You have been paying rent for a costume you don't even like. The child we recovered is standing in your room pointing at the clothes you wear to be accepted, and the Spirit is saying, strip it. Tell your neighbor, stop wearing other people. Say it again louder. I will not wear what culture stitched. Let me confront you with love. Why are you more committed to labels than to legacy? You wear Michael because you misplaced your own. You advertise Gucci because you cannot articulate God's image. You polish a title VP, senior manager, executive producer like a trophy because you forgot you were crowned before HR discovered you. You need an algorithm to clap for you every 6 minutes because you lost the applause of assignment. Write this down, please. When purpose is unclear, you become addicted to applause. That is why likes feel like oxygen and silence feels like suffocation. Applause is a narcotic. Assignment is nutrition. Many of you are well dressed and undernourished. Your bio got longer. Your soul got smaller. You updated your profile picture. You never updated your purpose statement. Do you know what borrowed identity looks like in practice? It sounds like this. I am sales. I'm a nurse. I'm just a mom. I'm the ops guy. I'm the IT person in the back. Those are roles. They are not you. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Please write this down. Stop letting your employment name your existence. Let God be true and trust no man. Keep your thinking to yourself if it contradicts the manual. The manufacturer named you before your mother knew you. The last thing a manufacturer puts on a product is their image. That means identity is conferred at completion, not negotiated in the market. No product ever leaves a manufacturing plant until it is tested. That means you passed tests you didn't even know you took. They do all that for their name's sake. That means your success protects his reputation. So why are you trading his image for their logo? I want to expose the mechanics of this theft. Write these 3 sources down. 1, culture brands, trends, and borrowed aesthetics that promise belonging and deliver bondage. 2, systems, corporate badges, department boxes, academic letters that become cages if you confuse certification with calling. 3, relationships, family expectations, friends' opinions, religious rules that rename you for their comfort. When you accept these names without reference to the manual, you live on lease. And leases are expensive. The rent is paid in dread, anxiety, silence, and Sunday night depression. That's why you hate Monday mornings. They require you to dress up as the person you sold yourself to. We're going to set practical boundaries right now. Please write this down, very important. I will no longer allow bosses, co-workers, or family to define me beyond my assignment. That is not rebellion, that is responsibility. How do we do this? Start with introductions. From today, when someone asks, what do you do? Change the script, say your name, then your work, then your people. My name is Alicia. My work is building courage in teenage girls through science coaching. I currently serve as a lab supervisor as my sponsorship. Do you hear the order? Identity from assignment, role as sponsor. 2nd, audit your vocabulary. Banish self-erasers like just and only. 3rd, restructure your email signature and bios to reflect your work, not just your role. Add 1 assignment line that tells the truth about your design. 4th, set emotional boundaries. When a boss says, you're not creative, stay in your lane, answer respectfully in your soul, that is your description of my role, not the manufacturer's description of my design. You don't need to fight, you need to anchor. Some of you need a fast. Yes, a fashion fast for 30 days. Turn your clothes into camouflage for your ego. Wear simple. Quiet the peacock so the lion can speak. Please write this down. Starve the costume so the calling can eat. I am not against beauty. I am against bondage. If you feel naked without a logo, your soul has been outsourced for 30 days. Pick function that fits your purpose and comfort that frees your focus. Watch your creativity rise when you no longer have to perform a persona. Now, look at your calendar and your camera roll. Those are the x-rays of identity. Where your time goes reveals who you think you are. If your calendar is filled with proving, pleasing, and posturing, you are borrowed. Replace 2 hours a week of image maintenance with mission building. Add 1 weekly block labeled work, not job. Guard it like surgery. In that hour, you will write, build, call, record, whatever deploys your gift. Your camera roll will change from selfies to solve problems. Please write this down. Evidence of identity is fruit, not filters. Open your manual again. The Bible calls you image bearer, workmanship, royal priesthood, peculiar people. That is manufacturer language. He stamped his image on you so you could ignore counterfeits. A logo on your chest cannot improve likeness on your spirit. Identity is internal. Image is embedded. You don't need a label when you carry the likeness. I make known from ancient times what is yet to come. That means your end was installed in your beginning. So, who can rename what God already finished? No consultant can out-consult the Creator. Let every opinion be a suggestion. Let the manual be your specification. I want you to perform an identity cleanse this week. Write this down. Do not negotiate with this list. 1, unfollow 5 accounts that make you feel inferior or frantic. Peace is part of your warranty. 2, delete 1 sentence from your bio that brags without serving. Replace it with a service statement. 3, schedule a 30-minute meeting with yourself titled Manual Review. In it, read and write your assignment paragraph in present tense. 4, craft the boundary sentence for each key relationship. For example, to a well-meaning parent, I honor your sacrifice. My deployment may not look like your plan, but it will fulfill our name. To a manager, I will deliver excellence in my role while building mastery in my work. Thank you for being my sponsor, not my source. 5, give away 1 item you own that owns you. If you can't release it, you are not wearing it. It is wearing you. Put your hand on your chest. This is identity therapy. Say after me, I don't trust opinions about me, only the manufacturer's description. Say it again, louder. Let God be true and trust no man, including my fear, my fans, and my foes. Now point at your name wherever it is written and declare, this is not for rent. My life is not available for lease. I will not wear other people. I will wear my design. Somebody clap for your own freedom. Please write this down. Very important. The enemy of right is good. A good-looking identity is the enemy of a right identity. The world will pay you to keep the costume. Heaven will only finance the calling. That is why your provisions will increase as you align. Money follows meaning when meaning serves people. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. And you cannot be deployed if you are disguised. Kings don't wear other men's crowns. They fashion their own from purpose. Tonight, burn the trunk of borrowed clothes in your mind. Walk barefaced into your week. Introduce yourself by assignment. Protect the child we recovered. And step into the next proof, because your work will have evidence, fruit, life, and impact. We are done renting. We are returning to design. Now that you have undressed the costume and stood in your design, please write this down, very important. Your work has evidence, not talk, not hype, evidence. Tell your neighbor, I'm collecting evidence. Say it again. My assignment leaves fingerprints. We are moving from confession to confirmation. Let God be true and trust no man, including your own adrenaline. Enthusiasm is not evidence. Evidence is life, fruit, and impact. 3 proofs. Please number them 1, 2, 3. Proof number 1, energy instead of drain. Your work may make you tired, but it will never make you sick. When you are deployed, fatigue is satisfaction wearing work boots. You lay down tired and wake up ready. Some of you know what I'm talking about. The difference between collapsing from dread and exhaling from delight. Your job drains you because it pulls against design. Your work fuels you because it flows with design. Write this down. Alignment creates energy. Misalignment requires anesthesia. That's why you need caffeine, gossip, and scrolling to survive a job that is killing your purpose. But when you touch your work, even after a full shift, you get a second wind. I have taught for hours, traveled and counseled, and when I step into my work, strength arrives like a friend. That is not hype, that is design, cooperating with assignment, tested this week. After you do a task, ask yourself on paper, did this deplete me or develop me? If your soul inhales when you do it, that is evidence. Proof number 2, time disappears. Please write this down. Purpose creates flow. When you are deployed, you enter the manufacturer's timing. Minutes stop bullying you. You lose track of the clock, not because you are irresponsible, but because you are immersed. The child we recovered told you that long ago. You could play, build, teach, design for hours without a bell. That wasn't immaturity. That was integrity of design. Adults renamed it in the zone. Heaven calls it according to purpose. In your job, you keep checking the time. In your work, time keeps checking you because you are ahead. Do this simple audit. Set a timer for 1 hour while doing something you suspect is your work. When the alarm goes off, notice your emotion. If annoyance rises because you want to keep going, you have found a current. If relief floods you because you escape, that is not deployment, that is detention. Write it down. Don't trust your memory. Memory is lazy when you are afraid of change. Purpose bends time because you are functioning in your manufacturer's settings. Proof number 3, impact multiplies. Please write this down, very important. Your gift benefits others consistently and opens doors without you knocking them down. Deployment is not private therapy, it is public service. A man's gift makes room for him. Not his resume, his gift. Evidence shows up in testimonies, transformations, and traction. People come back saying, what you did helped. My team changed. My child is different. Our system works now. Opportunities start finding you because solutions attract demand. You stop networking like a beggar and start serving like a builder. The right people will say, we heard about you. Can you bring that here? That's multiplication. Write this down. Applause is noise. Fruit is proof. Count the fruit. If what you do leaves people better, faster, freer, clearer, stronger, on repeat, that is evidence. Now, let me balance your expectations. Deployment isn't always glamorous. It is often hidden. Please write this down. Fruit often grows in quiet. You may serve 5 people before you see 50. You may build in a back room before a boardroom knows your name. Don't despise small evidence. Document it. The manufacturer finishes before he starts, so he doesn't need a stage to start proof. The warranty still covers you in the workshop. Some of your greatest multiplication will start in the margins, after hours, early mornings, borrowed spaces, simple tools. That is not failure. That is faithfulness. Fame is not proof. Fruit is. I want to give you a quick test to separate enthusiasm from evidence. Write these 3 lines and leave space. 1, energy. After doing it, do I feel more alive? 2, flow while doing it. Did time disappear? 3, fruit because I did it. Who got better and can measure it? If you cannot put a name and a number on line 3, you may have passion but not yet product. Don't be discouraged. Translate it. Your work must be useful. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Purpose prevails because it serves. Please hear me and write this down. Very important. Do not quit recklessly. Deploy intentionally. Your job is your sponsor. Your work is your source. While you are collecting evidence, let your employment fund your deployment. Shift hours, carve windows, build prototypes, measure results. Announce to your soul, this place is my temporary employment, not my eternal identity. Excellence at your role is part of your witness. Disrespect is not deployment. But you must move. Evidence is an invitation to commitment. Now create an evidence journal tonight. First page title, Deployment Proof. Make 3 columns, energy, flow, fruit. Every time you touch what you suspect is your work, record it. 10 entries in 30 days will tell you more truth than 1,000 opinions. At the end of that month, circle the activities that light you, lose you in time, and lift others consistently. That circle is your lane. Guard it, grow it, give it. Doors will begin to open because you finally brought the right key. Tell your neighbor, I have proof. Say it like a verdict. I have proof. You are not crazy. You are confirmed. Your Monday morning will change, not because the alarm got nicer, but because you stepped into design. This is the last sentence before we commission you. Once you see the evidence, you are responsible for deployment. To whom much is shown, much is required. We will put your work on paper. We will announce your assignment, and we will send you. Don't look for employment. Look for deployment. And let life, flow, and fruit be your signatures. Lift your pen. Please write this down. Very important. Purpose becomes practical when you write it, announce it, and start deploying it now. Not tomorrow, not when everything lines up, not when fear feels better now. The manufacturer does not honor confusion. He honors clarity. The prophet said, write the vision and make it plain, so that he who reads it may run. Running follows writing. If you don't write, you can't run, so you wonder. That is why some of you have been circling the same mountain for 5 years. Tonight we break the circle with a sentence. Turn the page in your evidence journal and title it Commission Page. Under that title, write this sentence template and fill in the blanks before you sleep. Please do not negotiate with this instruction. I am sent to, for, by. Those 3 blanks are your people, their pain or desired outcome, and your gift. Very important. People who you are assigned to, for what problem you solve or result you produce, by what gift, tool, or system you carry. I will help you with examples so your fear can sit down. I am sent to single mothers for margin and peace by financial mentoring. I am sent to small businesses for clarity by process mapping. I am sent to teenagers for courage by storytelling and science labs. I am sent to artists for stewardship by career architecture. I am sent to churches for operational excellence by leadership systems. Do you see it? Your work has address, purpose, and instrument. Fill the blanks. Write it slow so your spirit hears your pen. Please write this next line under it. My job is my sponsor. My work is my source. Circle it. That line will save your life. When stress rises tomorrow, that sentence will escort you through the day with dignity and direction. Excellence in sponsorship is part of your witness, but you must stop asking your sponsor to be your source. Sponsors can stop, sources never run out. You can be fired from your job, you can never be fired from your work. Your assignment is under lifetime warranty for his name's sake. Now we will make a public declaration because secrecy suffocates destiny. I want you to open your mouth, please obey instruction and tell your neighbor, I am deployed, not employed. Say it again with authority. I am deployed, not employed. Now look them in the eye and say, my job is temporary, my work is permanent. One more time for your own soul. My job is temporary, my work is permanent. Let God be true and trust no man. Keep your thinking to yourself if it contradicts the manual. You are not your department. You are not your desk. You are not your badge. You are the image of the manufacturer, deployed on assignment for his reputation. The success of everything God created protects God's reputation, and you will not disgrace his name by dying full. We're going to schedule your obedience. Please write these timed actions down, very important. Within 24 hours, write your one-sentence assignment and read it aloud 3 times. Within 72 hours, draft a 1-page vision called deployment brief. It will include your people, the problem you solve, your proof from the journal, and 1 7-day prototype to serve them. Within 7 days, deliver that prototype to 1 real person or place. Do not make it perfect, make it useful. Within 30 days, collect testimonies and measurements and refine your offering. Within 90 days, choose a cadence, weekly, bi-weekly, where your work serves consistently. Within 12 months, reduce 1 hour of sponsorship that does not require your unique design and replace it with 1 hour of deployment that does. This is not reckless quitting. This is right alignment. Provision will follow precision. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail. Purpose orders, resources. Next, put your work on paper where the world can see it. Craft a simple assignment paragraph for your website, your bio, your email signature. 1 paragraph, present tense, no apology. I build, I heal, I design, I teach, I organize, I reconcile. Add 1 line for contact and 1 line for outcomes. Stop hiding. When you put truth in public, opportunities start looking for you because you finally posted the right address. Write this down. A gift that is hidden is a gift that is unemployed. Don't look for employment, look for deployment. Publish your assignment so your gift can report to work. We will now align spiritually because gifting without surrender is noise. Put your hand on your chest and pray with me aloud. Lord, I want to be what you created me to be. Not what fear wants, not what fans want, not what systems want. I submit to your manual, your image, your warranty. Reveal my assignment clearly. I will write it. Empower my hands. I will build it. Order my steps. I will walk in it. Deliver me from the addiction to applause. Feed me with assignment. I return to my work. I consecrate my gift for your reputation. In your name, amen. Now breathe. That was not cute. That was legal. Heaven responds to alignment. Please write this down and never forget it. Urgency is holy when purpose is clear. You do not fear death. You fear leaving unfinished. That's why death scares people. They haven't finished their work. The apostle said, I have finished my course. I am now ready to be offered. He wasn't ready because he was old. He was ready because he was empty. The goal is not to live long. The goal is to die finished. Let them bury your body, not your work. Don't you dare let them put your books in the ground, your schools in the ground, your systems in the ground, your melodies in the ground, your solutions in the ground. Please write this down. Empty the warehouse before the funeral. Every day you delay, someone stays in pain who was waiting on your gift. We are going to seal this with an act. Stand up in your soul and repeat after me like a contract. I am sent to say your people, for say the outcome by say your gift. My job is temporary, my work is permanent. I will write the vision, make it plain and run. I am deployed. I am no longer confused. I break agreement with procrastination, perfectionism, and people pleasing. I accept responsibility for my design. I will finish my assignment. Now say, so help me God. This is your commissioning. Let me give you the last 5 field rules for deployment. Write them down. Very important. 1, document daily. If you don't write it, it didn't happen. 2, serve first, solve before you sell. Fruit precedes fees. 3, measure impact. Names and numbers keep you honest. 4, maintain character, excellence, and integrity are non-negotiable. They protect the manufacturer's name. 5, rest strategically. Sabbath is a strategy. Tired tools make dull impact. Follow these and you will not only start, you will sustain. I speak as a father and a coach to your destiny. Go where your proof points. Stop trying to be everywhere. Be effective somewhere. Your future is not ahead of you. It is trapped within you, waiting for release. You came with your end and your beginning. The name of the manufacturer is on you. No product leaves the plant until it is tested. Your pain was proof you are certified. They do all of that for their name's sake. Therefore, I commission you by the authority of design, the integrity of the manual, and the urgency of this hour. Be deployed. Build the school, write the book, launch the clinic, architect the system, mentor the children, compose the score, establish the firm, plan the solution. And when Monday morning comes, hear the alarm as an assignment bell, not a prison buzzer. Clap your hands for your own obedience. Tell your neighbor, here comes the king in me. Say it like a prophecy. Here comes the queen in me. Now take your pen home and make it holy. Tonight, write the sentence. Tomorrow, build a prototype. This month, announce your assignment. This year, create undeniable fruit. And when it is all over and you lay your head down for the last time, let all of heaven say, for his name's sake, they finish. You are deployed. Go to work.